Welcome back, MVP Road Car, and today we're diving into one of the most anticipated returns in the automotive world, the 2026 Honda S2000. After years of rumors, concept drawings, leaks, and speculation, Honda has finally revived its legendary lightweight Roadster. This script will take you through a full deep dive review, exterior, interior, performance, and pricing, packing in everything enthusiasts, collectors, and future buyers want to know. Settle in, because if you've been waiting for the next chapter of Honda sports car magic, this is the moment. When you walk up to the 2026 S2000 for the first time, the design immediately feels familiar, but entirely modern. Honda kept the car's core identity intact: long hood, short deck, rear drive proportions, and a stance that almost challenges you to take it for a spirited drive. The body lines are tighter and more sculpted than the original. The new LED headlights have an aggressive, pinched look flowing into a hood that features subtle vents, meant to improve cooling and reduce front-end lift. Along the sides, Honda kept that clean, iconic profile, low belt line, compact dimensions, and just enough curvature in the fenders to highlight its athletic posture without over-designing it. It still feels like a purist's Roadster. One of the biggest updates is the use of lightweight materials. Honda uses aluminum for most of the body, panels and a mix of high-strength steel and carbon fiber. Reinforcement in the chassis, keeping the curb weight impressively low for a modern car packed with safety tech. The soft top has been redesigned to open and close more quickly and seal more tightly, reducing wind noise compared to older models. At the rear, you'll notice slim LED taillights, a subtle integrated spoiler, and a dual exhaust setup that hints at the car's performance potential without trying too hard. It's a minimalist design, but it communicates exactly what the S2000 is meant to be: pure, mechanical driving joy. Slide into the interior, and the transformation from the original S2000 is dramatic, but the spirit remains untouched. Honda kept the driver-focused cockpit layout. The seating position is still low, the visibility is excellent, and the cabin wraps around you like a proper sports machine. But everything is now updated for the modern world. Materials have seen a huge upgrade: soft-touch surfaces, Alcantara accents, brushed metal finishes, and stitching that feels more premium than previous Honda sports cars. The digital gauge cluster is clean and simple, delivering essential information without clutter. It pays homage to the iconic high-rev tachometer of the original, with a sweeping rev counter that lights up as you climb toward redline. The steering wheel is compact and ergonomically shaped, with just enough controls to keep things convenient, but not distracting. Honda resisted the temptation to overload the interior with screens. There's a central infotainment display with wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's neatly integrated and doesn't dominate the dashboard. Physical knobs for climate control, thankfully, are still present, something enthusiasts will appreciate. The seats are some of the best Honda has ever produced for a sports car. Supportive bolsters keep you secure during spirited cornering, but remain comfortable on longer drives. They're lightweight, partially heated, and available with optional leather or Alcantara upholstery. Storage space is minimal but usable. It's a Roadster after all. Still, Honda added clever compartments behind the seats for small bags, and the trunk is slightly larger than the previous generation, making it somewhat more practical without compromising the compact sports car formula. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the excitement for the 2026 S2000 truly begins. Honda could have gone hybrid. They could have gone all electric. But instead, they listened to the purists and delivered something special. A turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine, heavily derived from their Type R technology, but retuned specifically for a balanced rear-wheel drive Roadster. The engine pushes around the mid to high 300 horsepower range, depending on trim, and delivers its power with a combination of low-end torque and high-rev excitement. It's not the screaming, naturally aspirated F20C from the past, but it does offer a thrilling top-end rush while adding torque you can actually use in daily driving. And yes, the manual lives on. The 2026 S2000 offers a 6-speed manual transmission with incredibly short throws and mechanical feedback that feels engineered for enthusiasts. The clutch engagement is precise, making rev matching satisfying whether you're on track or cruising through mountain roads. There's also an optional dual-clutch automatic for those who prefer modern convenience. But most enthusiasts will likely gravitate toward the manual. The chassis tuning is where Honda truly brought back the magic. The steering feels lively and direct with almost telepathic feedback. The suspension uses adaptive dampers, allowing the car to switch between comfortable daily driving and razor-sharp handling. Weight distribution is nearly perfect, giving the S2000 a balance that feels natural and confidence-inspiring. Cornering grip is strong, but the car still maintains that playful, tossable personality that made the original S2000 so beloved. Honda improved the brakes substantially, using larger rotors and performance-grade pads to handle track use without fade. The car feels planted at high speeds, agile in tight bends, and remarkably stable under hard braking. All of this adds up to a car that blends modern engineering with the raw, mechanical soul of an old-school sports car. Now, the question everyone asks, pricing. Honda has aimed to keep the S2000 within reach of true enthusiasts rather than pushing it toward high-end luxury territory. Pricing varies by trim and options, but the base model generally lands in the mid-$50,000 range. For a performance-oriented Roadster with this level of engineering, it's competitive. Higher trims, especially models with performance packages, upgraded brakes, or carbon fiber components, can climb into the low to mid-$60,000 range. Considering today's sports car market, Honda kept the S2000 surprisingly attainable. Of course, limited edition versions or launch editions will cost more and are likely to sell out quickly. Honda knows the cult following behind this car, so they're offering a few factory-tuned packages geared toward track enthusiasts, complete with aero upgrades and lightweight wheels. Those special versions could push closer to $70,000, depending on the configuration. Overall, the 2026 Honda S2000 is a triumph of discipline and design. Honda didn't try to reinvent the formula. They didn't force the car into being something it was never meant to be. Instead, they respected what made the S2000 special in the first place: lightweight performance, a driver-focused cockpit, incredible balance, and updated it with just enough modern engineering to make it competitive, reliable, and relevant for a new generation of drivers. If you're looking for a sports car that captures the feeling of true driving engagement, that sensation of being connected to the road, the 2026 S2000 is one of the few cars left that delivers it without compromise. Honda understood the assignment, and they executed it with precision. The return of the S2000 isn't just a revival, it's a reminder of why simple, lightweight, rear-wheel drive sports cars will always hold a special place in automotive culture. Thanks for watching MVP Road Car. If you enjoyed this deep dive review, hit that like button, subscribe for more full detail automotive content, and let me know in the comments, would you buy the new 2026 S2000?